Hey there! So what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you a really cool practicing game that you can play. You can use this with riffs, with songs, parts of songs, exercises, whatever you want. And what this does, it kind of helps with that, you say you're working on a riff and you want to be playing it over and over and over again. You start to get bored and burnt out on it. This kind of helps out with that. Kind of gives you something that will challenge you and keep your mind occupied. So let's just go ahead and jump into it, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's say you're playing, you're learning Nirvana's "Smell Like Teen Spirit," the main part. And so forth. But you're struggling with it. Say maybe you have this going good, and then you're struggling with that part. You can't quite get that right. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. So what we do is we're going to go through this. We're going to do two things. One is we're not going to worry about playing it exactly like you hear on a record right off the bat. You're going to try to go for 100% accuracy. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. And then two, we're going to go for, at first, 4 times. Our ultimate goal is to play through that whole section 4 times in a row without any mistakes. And then we also want to be able to do that multiple times. But our first goal is just to make it through 4 times. 4 correct times. Okay, so let's just go ahead and go for it. So you're going to hear me saying 1, 2, 3, 4, and those are just the times that we're going through. Each, one section is. In the second section, we'll just be repeating that. So here we go. Here's 1, 2, and 3. Oh no, I messed up on 3. So what happens there, you messed up on the 3rd time through. Well, we want to get to 4. So what we need to do is we're not going to start and do 3 again and then get to 4. We're going to go back 1. So if we messed up on 3, we're now going to be going back. So now I've got to play the 2nd time through again and then get to 3 and then try to get to 4. So here's the 2nd time. 3, 4. All right, that wasn't bad. You messed up 1 time, not the end of the world. But here's what else can happen. So say you made it all the way through, and then the 4th time you messed up. And watch what we're going to do here. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, I messed that up. No, I didn't nail that 4, so now I gotta go back to 3. I messed up 3. Go back to 2. I messed up 2. Guess what? I'm back to 1. I gotta do it all over again. And that's what you keep doing. You keep just bouncing around back and forth until you're able to hit that 4. And so actually complete the 4, not just get the 4. You want to be able to complete the 4. So that could take a while if you really don't have the song down. And I want to point out again, I just went through this quickly, but I don't want you to do that. Don't worry about playing it quickly or in time. You just really want to focus on 100% accuracy. Just go ahead and And there you go. It wasn't in time. It didn't sound all great and wonderful, but you're focused on playing every single thing correctly. That's the key to this. You got to make sure you do that. So yeah, that's how you do that first part. And then now, as you get better and better at this, then you got to go and make it a little bit more difficult on yourself. So now you're going to try and play it a little bit more even. So and so forth. And you're going to play the same game. You keep trying to get to that 4, and if you hit one and mess it up, you got to go back and keep doing that. Okay, so now our next goal is to play it 1 through 4 without any mistakes. And you want to make sure if you hit it 1 through 4 one time, then no, that's not going to be good enough. Everybody can get lucky every once in a while. What you need to be able to do is be able to do this multiple times over again. And a good benchmark is, say, like 10 times in a row. So you can go 1 through 4 without making any mistakes and do that 10 times in a row, you're in good shape. And if you make a mistake, like say out of 10 times, you're nailing it, 9 times, maybe even 8 times, then you're still in pretty good shape. Then the next step, what you're going to do is you're going to bring in some drum beats, because you could be doing that, but you could be fluctuating, going faster, slower, faster, slower. The drum beats, they don't do that, so you have to stay on one level. And then if you're going too slow, you're going to have to hurry up and speed it up and play around with that. And you'll have to do the same thing again. You may have to back up to just trying to make it to 4 instead of going through 1 through 4 with no mistakes, but then building up to that, and then again 10 times in a row doing that. You get done with be able to do it with drums. You could actually still stick with the drums, but bump up the beats, make it a little bit faster, challenge yourself. You could also put on the backing track and mess around with that. And again, back up to just going, see if you can make it to 4 at first if you need to. If not, you can go right to it and you can play 1 through 4. You're doing pretty good with that. Then go for it. And if you're nailing that a bunch of times, you're good. And then at that point, you're in pretty good shape. So you could stop there, or you can make it a little bit harder. Go ahead and then try to make 6 your new goal. Then maybe 8 your new goal. And if you can play something 8 times in a row without making mistakes and be able to do that multiple times, you got that riff or part of a song down pretty well. And yeah, so that's how you do it. And again, you want to make sure you stay pretty accurate with this. If it starts to get sloppy, then start to back it down and step back 1 step, 2 steps, whatever you need to do. It's really important to make sure you're 100% accurate with this. So there you go. There's a little bit more. In another video, we'll get a little bit more complicated with this. We'll go to another step and get a little bit more challenging with it. But for now, that's a good place to start. Kind of use that practice game, and it keeps your mind occupied, gives you a challenge, and really focuses on making sure you're playing accurately. And it's just a lot better than just playing the same thing over and over and over again. You get fatigued and tired, and it starts to get sloppy. It just makes your practice a lot more fun and a lot more productive too. So try that out. If you have any questions, then yeah, just go ahead and let me know. So until the next one, we will see you later. Take it easy.